Hello, welcome to Hervey Bay. So let me know if anyone can hear me. We should be live, and we're somewhere a bit different today. Okay, very cloudy. There are some storms around. G'day Ultimate, how are ya? Hello. And yeah, there's a few storms around, so yeah, look, there's always the hope that one will roll through. G'day Kerry, how are ya? Hello, welcome. Welcome to a very overcast, grey, gloomy Hervey Bay. So the locals will know where I am. For the people that aren't local, let me just zoom in a little bit. G'day Diane, how are ya? You can hear me? Good. Actually, what I'll do before I start explaining things, let me come out in front and say hello to everyone. So hello. Welcome to Hervey Bay, and I'm looking out towards Fraser Island or Gari. So I'll go through. We've got Round Island, Big Woody Island, and then Fraser's in the background. I'm near the aquarium. The marina's just down to your right, and yeah, I'm going to try some seascapes today. So let me know what the audio's like while I'm out front. G'day Leslie, how are ya? Sounds and looks good. Okay, good. Now, reception here is fantastic. So reception here is like, it's almost like real reception. So hopefully we don't drop out, and hopefully I see all the comments today, because yeah, reception here is really good. So I'm not a local, but I feel like I am. Look, you've been here enough, haven't you, the last couple of weeks? So yeah, welcome. Did you get down to this side of town, Diane? Now there's a dude fishing over here, right in my spot, but that's all right. He did come down and said, is it all right if I be a pain and fish there? And I know that is a good fishing spot where he is. So look, I'll work with what I've got. But yeah, welcome to Hervey Bay. So what I'll do, I'll explain what's happening on Wednesday night soon. I'll just wait for a few more people to get in, and then I'll explain what's happening on Wednesday night. I don't know what's happening, to tell the truth. I'll make it up as I go. So, what's happening up here? My screen's going a bit funny. Bear with me. If I change that camera. Okay, so that'll give you a better idea of what's happening. Actually have waves and wind. We do. It is a little bit windy. That's sort of why I came around this side as well. It's a northerly wind, so around here we're a little bit protected from the wind. So I'm right next to the aquarium. So I've got the aquarium just there. That's kind of sheltering me a little bit. Still blowing a bit. So that's the aquarium. Down there's the marina. And yeah, look, this really is a sunrise spot, but we were out last night, was it last night? And the cloud over this way just went off. So I'm hoping we get a little slither of clear skies behind us, because the sun sets behind. Okay, so I'm looking east, the sun sets to the west. So look, basically I don't think we're going to get a sunset at all. It's very grey out behind me. There's not a lot of clear sky. And I just wanted to try something different. Today's more about catching up with people, saying hello, just doing a live stream for the sake of doing a live stream. Now, YouTube was playing a bit funny earlier. There may be ads rolling through this stream. Let me know if they get annoying. I can't change anything while I'm streaming. But yeah, YouTube have changed everything, so I'm not exactly sure how I set it up. So let me go back to the wide view, just to give you a better look at what's going on. Like when we were out there, the sky complete opposites. Yes, exactly. So yeah, me and Ultimate were out the other night, and all the colour was happening this way, and it has for the last few nights. The last few nights, all the colour has been this way, because we've kind of had that little gap on the horizon behind us, and that's what I'm hoping for. Now, I'm very hopeful, but looking behind me, it is thick cloud. It's thick cloud. I doubt we'll get any colour at all. But yeah, look, there's a few pelicans flying around. I did get some shots of the pelicans when I first got here. I've got the whole kit today. I've pretty much brought everything with me. I will start taking some photos soon. I'm just waiting for the pelicans to come back, to tell the truth. There was an osprey fly past with a fish. So I think the osprey was up. I think he was sitting up on top of the aquarium. He grabbed the fish, took off. So I completely missed it. He grabbed the fish on the other side of the aquarium, so I didn't actually see it happen. I just saw him fly past with his food. But I'm going to keep the big lens on just for now, just in case. 'Cause it is kind of feeding time for the ospreys and the pelicans. The pelicans were right out here in front of me not long ago. G'day Scotty, how are ya? Hello. And welcome to Hervey Bay. A very grey, gloomy looking Hervey Bay today. It's going to be like this all week. We're expecting showers for the next few days. Showers, cloud, a little bit of rain, possible thunderstorms. And that's the main reason I'm out tonight. There is a few storms heading this way. They're a long way off. But as the night goes on, I'm hoping they're going to start rolling in over this way. If they roll in over this way, I might move around to the actual marina. But I'm here with the hope that we get some light. And even if we don't get light, I'm going to play in the waves. So, yeah. So I'm not going to take photos yet. Look, there's not a lot of colour happening, and I'm waiting for some bird action, to tell the truth, because I do have the big lens on at the moment. The pelicans were feeding right in front. Here comes one now. They're a bit up and down. If we're lucky, we might see some dolphins. Let me just zoom in, give you a quick tour of where we are. So it's going to be very hard to see on the camera, but that's Round Island there, the little one. Big Woody's the big dark one you can see. And Fraser Island's in the background, so you can only just see it from here. Down there, that's the light coloured one, that's Fraser, and then Big Woody, and then Round Island, which we will travel out to soon. Just waiting for the right conditions. So I'm going to take the kayak out to Round Island one day, very soon, hopefully. I need a day that's a glass off. I'm not going out there when it's this rough. Not in these shark infested waters anyway. G'day Linda Rossi, how are ya? I just had an ad, but I skipped it. Oh, you did get an ad. Oh, okay, that's a shame. Yeah, I did see it pop up. When I loaded up the stream, YouTube have come up with all these new things that are supposed to help me, and I think one of the things that is supposed to help me is ads. And again, it was one of those things, I didn't sort of have time to read it. I just hit go. I hit the go button. So hopefully, yeah, look, if the ads are too annoying, I'll have to have a look and see how I can switch them off. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, hopefully they're all skippable ads and they're not ones that you have to sit through, because trust me, there's nothing more annoying than sitting through bloody ads on YouTube. But look, at the end of the day, that's how I get paid. I get paid by ads, so it's one of those things that I don't want to have ads in my live streams. They play on the regular videos. I want my live streams to be pretty much just ad free. But yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, there's birds diving around. I just saw a big splash out there. There has been a dugong getting around here lately. Not that we're going to see it from the bank, but there is a dugong getting around. The pelicans are off into the distance. You know what? I might put my wide angle on and start taking some photos. These sort of conditions are good for black and white. When it's grey like this, the whitewash, the rocks and a grey sky do make for some nice black and white photos. So we'll have a bit of a crack at some black and white. But in the meantime, yeah, I can't. The pelicans are sort of heading further away. I know as soon as I put the wide angle on, they will come in. It's a bit windy and I don't want my phone to blow over. So how is everyone? While I get rigged up, sound like a fisherman. if this guy catches anything, I'll spin around and I told him he might be famous. Yeah, I'm going to put the wide angle on. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't like changing lenses in the wind. But it has to be done. It has to be done. Alright. Done. Now let's put my lens cap back on the big lens. So I had the 70 to 200 out before. I did get some nice photos of the pelicans. Would have been nice to have a 100 to 400. Would have been very nice to have a 100 to 400. But yeah, look, they came in nice and close at one stage, so I got a few decent shots of them. I did a bit of video as well, so that was fun. I like video. My new video will be dropping soon. I put a bit of effort into this latest video too, I did. I put a bit of effort into my latest video, as in it took me a week to do. Whether it's any good or not, begs to be seen, but I put in effort. You have to give me an A for effort. I can't see with these glasses on. Where's that? Oh God, these are filthy. Now, let me just take a reading. I'm going to take a reading first because I do kind of want that half a second shutter speed. There's going to be too much light in the sky at the moment. But if I crank my aperture up to say f18, oh yes, we can. Okay, we can get a half a second exposure at f18. I don't want to be shooting at f18, but so be it. And again, look, these aren't going to be the most epic shots. If the sky was lighting up and we had colour everywhere and things were looking really nice, I'd be more worried about my settings. When you got conditions like this, I don't really care about my settings. I'm going to turn them black and white. But it's all practice. Get out and just shoot whenever you can. Just get out, practice the water flow, practice composition, just practice. That's why I do it. I've been practicing for nearly 20 years now. Still shit. Alright, let me go and frame something up. G'day, Kath. How are ya? Would everyone mind exiting the chat and hitting the like button? Yes, that's what we need to do. We need to like it. We need to like the video and see if other people join in. So I will go through our what's happening here? I'll go through our party settings. We're having a party on Wednesday. So we've got 9 people in here. Let me go and take some photos and then just remind me to mention the party. And I'm only inviting people from YouTube, okay? It's the people that take their time to watch me on YouTube. They're the ones that are going to get an invite. I'm not going to throw it out to Facebook and Instagram just yet. I'll do a Facebook and Instagram meetup eventually. But yeah, for the Christmas party, I just want it to be us. I don't want to throw it out to too many people. Not that anyone will turn up. Here I am thinking I'm going to get hundreds of people turn up. That's not going to happen. But you never know with Facebook, especially this time of year. Alright, let me know what the audio is like. I've got the mic under my shirt. I don't want to bring the camera too close because it's windy. It's coming in from the north, so it's kind of like a side wind. Okay, I already see something I like. Let me bring the phone down. I'm going to show you what I'm looking for when it comes to compositions. I'm going to show you what I'm actually looking for. We'll make this a very interactive video today because the sky's doing absolutely nothing yet. So I'll try and make this as as interactive as possible. And because the bit rate is good, our reception's good, so hopefully, oh God, I just had a bit of a blue-ringed octopus flashback then. Okay, so how slippery is that? It's a little bit outgoing tide, so everything is slippery. There's lots of sand here today, which is nice. So these are the sort of things I'm looking for. All this, the wave amongst the rocks. So I like to get, as the wave comes up over the rocks, and get it kind of running down. Lots of little waves around. So, yeah, I'm just looking for little areas where we get runoff more than anything. And this one will be good. As that wave comes in and the water rushes out, that's kind of what I'm looking at. If we had a sky, that would help, but because we don't have a sky, I'm really just going to concentrate on foreground. So now it is a bit slippery, so I've got to be careful. Alright, I don't like rocks running straight across my scene. I do want them kind of leading out. I don't really like what's happening over there. I don't want the buildings in my shot. So what I need to do is kind of just try and find something. See, over here there's some nice little rock pools down here. There's oysters here. I've got to be careful of oysters. So even here, again, I don't like this either. This is a spot where we don't have a lot to work with. We have a lot to work with, but the dude's fishing in that spot. Right, down here could be good with these rocks. Nice little rock pool in here. Yeah, again, the sky's doing nothing, so I'm not too concerned with including too much sky. I will sneak down here later, because that's, yeah, where he is, there's a really good spot. That's kind of what I was hoping to get. We'll go down and have a quick look. The tide's going out, so this spot might disappear quickly. But yeah, down here, this is kind of the best spot for as far as a leading line goes, especially with sunrise. So down here. So this is kind of the spot that I like, which we will come to this as well. So then we've got a leading line that normally takes us out to our sunset, but yeah, look, we don't have any colour yet. Some rock pools over here, so all of these kind of work as well. So we'll have a bit of a play around, see what I can frame up. Yeah, it's not the most exciting spot. As the tide gets lower, as long as I don't slip, I've just got to stand on the sand in between the rocks and it's not too bad. There's crabs everywhere. I hope there's no blue-ringed octopus. This can make for a nice little shot here. Sort of getting in there, then we sort of have a bit of a line heading out that way. What I don't want is the rocks just cutting straight across. So even here, this little gap in here, I don't mind that. We've got a little pool there, water. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm just sort of scouting around as the water runs off this rock. That's quite nice. I'm getting soaked here. Yeah, so we got a few options. Let me come back without stepping on an oyster. The sky's doing a bit over that way. For the party, can you let me know how I can help or contribute? Contribute. I've created a new word in my latest video. I'm so proud of my new word. It's a good one. So you have to stick around for the outtakes in my new video. So it's a good word. It's that good I can't remember what it was. Yeah, look, what I'll do is I'll put something on the Discord for the people. Look, honestly, don't bring too much, Kerry. Don't bring too much. I might bring a beer or two. I might have a drink. Kat's gonna have to drive for me. But yeah, look, I might bring a beer. As far as food goes, look, if you want to bring just some snacky stuff, look, I might bring it like a bag of chips. What else? You guys let me know. What should we do? What should we do for this little Christmas party? I don't want to do like a barbecue or anything too, just nibbly food. It is more of a catch up than anything. So just to catch up and chat, really. Put some faces to names. So, we've been going for 20 minutes. All right, so basically Wednesday night, so for anyone who's in the chat, in YouTube and in Hervey Bay, Wednesday night, so this Wednesday, so what's the date? What date did I say it was? The 17th, Wednesday the 17th, 5:30, 5:30, at the corner of Spence Street and the Esplanade, around the Eli Creek side. So where those pandanus trees are, if the sky's like this, it shouldn't be too many people there. Now, sunset isn't until 6:30, but I want to get there early because it does get very busy, especially if the sunset is even half decent. There will be quite a few people there. So yeah, near Spence Street, the pandanus trees, the Eli Creek side of the Esplanade. So 5:30. Yeah, be there or be square. So yeah, just drinks and nibblies, exactly. Just drinks and nibblies. I think that would be good. I'll be there in spirit. Yeah, we're just going to miss each other, Scotty, because I know Scotty's coming up, and yeah, just the timing is not great because my son is coming up. He's coming up on the 20th. So he's going to be up here. My mum and dad are going to be up here all over Christmas. So yeah, I'm not going to get a chance to travel too much over the Christmas period. So I will be in Hervey Bay pretty much all through Christmas and New Year's, because everyone's coming to visit us because Hervey Bay's awesome. So that's good. But yeah, look, one day, Scotty, we will catch up. We will catch up for sure. All right, let me go and frame up some shots and yeah, well, I don't know what the time is, but I reckon we're right on sunset. There's a bloke in a tinny out there. Good luck to him. There's a few nice waves rolling in, to tell the truth. So yeah, look, as far as Wednesday night goes, just bring whatever you want. It's not going to be anything too fancy, like I said. There's going to be no cameras. I'm not going to live stream it or anything like that. It's not going to be live streamed. Diane, sorry, Neil, my apologies, but I could have made it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, no, that's all right. Look, it was nice to catch up, Diane. We had a couple of good catch-ups, so that was good. And yeah, look, in the new year, I'll definitely be heading up to Bundy, so all good. It will have to be another trip. I think I'll make it up as far as Bribey Island over Christmas. Yeah, it is a fair way from Brisbane up to here, so it's not really a day trip. If you did it in a day trip, you'd be just missing. You'd spend too much time in the car, especially over Christmas. So, but yeah, that's all right. We will catch up. All right, I'm going to take some shots. Talk amongst yourselves. This dude's got his cast net out. I'm really keeping an eye on him, to tell the truth. He's got some bait fish. All right, now photos. Now I don't need to get down low when I'm doing seascapes. Unlike the trees, I don't need to be down low. For one, I don't want water splashing all over the camera. I just don't need to be low. Being up high, I get more in focus as well. I get down low at Point Vernon. I will get down low because the waves are smaller. So generally, the bigger the wave, the less low I have to get. That's okay. Yeah, I don't like what I got framed up. I'm going to take a photo. Yeah. Where are we? I don't know what I'm doing here. 2-second timer. 2-second timer. I could get my remote trigger out, but I can't be bothered. Okay. So as far as focus goes, I'm shooting at 14 mil. Oh, that was a good wave. 14 mil, I am going to focus on the horizon, to tell the truth. Basically focus on infinity with my 14 mil, because my depth of field is great. Here comes a wave now, we'll just fire that off as it comes in. And now just watching the waves, I want a wave coming up and then rolling out. So as the wave splashes up, I'm going to get it on its way out. So there's a good one. Not really, but here comes a little set now. We'll get this second wave, that'll be a better one. I might head around to Point Vernon tomorrow night. The only reason I'm not at Point Vernon tonight is because of the wind. Tomorrow we're back to some southeasterlies. Oh, there's a good wave. Yeah, tide going out. We lose that whitewash pretty quickly. Okay, that one's alright. It's a nice little rock pool down here that I'm liking. And because the sun's at my back, the sun's behind me, I don't need to exposure bracket. I'm just getting it all in one shot. Okay, the sun's behind me, the sun's lighting up my scene, what little sun there is. No need to exposure bracket at all. It's all just one shot. You know what? I'm going to slow down my shutter speed even more. I'm going down to almost 1 second now. The waves aren't huge. The waves aren't very big at all. There's a nice wave. Especially with the tide going out, they will get smaller and smaller. So unlike the video I'm about to make, when it comes to seascapes, I do take lots of shots in the same spot because it's all about the wave movement. Okay, if you're working with a static lone tree or, you know, a landscape with trees in it, then there's no need to take 20 shots. With seascapes, every shot's different because of the waves. So I do tend to take quite a few shots trying to get that wave movement that I like, which I don't feel like I'm getting in any of these shots. The waves here just aren't big enough. The waves here just aren't big enough. Alright, I'm going to move down onto that rock. The waves down there definitely look better. Let me go and move down there. And yeah, we did not get any colour at all, so this is where black and white is the go. I'll bring you with me as much as I can. Probably a short stream tonight because we're not going to get a blue hour. So it was more just to catch up, sort of. G'day Matt, how are you? Welcome. Some storms coming good. That was the plan, was to get some storms. How far away are they? We saw storms last night driving home. The storms last night were almost at the Sunshine Coast and we could see them from here. It was ridiculous. So they don't have to be super close to be able to see. So as long as they're kind of this side of Gympie, might be too late though. Yeah, it probably will. Yeah, look, I'll keep an eye out for the storms tonight and we'll see what happens. I'm ready for another good storm session. I am. Alright, let me move this first. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a long stream tonight. The sky's doing nothing. I don't like to waste all my rolls of film when the sky's doing nothing. So yeah, this rock here's got some nice waves crashing over it, so I will go and concentrate on that for now. And I'm going to bring... Oh, that's an oyster. Yeah, probably shouldn't be out here in bare feet, walking across oyster beds. Anyone get the meteor shower? No, it's... I thought about it. That's about as far as I got. I thought about it. It would have been nice. It would have been. It was pretty cloudy last night too, which I don't think would have made... I don't want this to blow over. It's a bit windy around here. That's my only issue. Nah, it would have been nice to get the storm shower. The meteor shower. Just past Gympie. Okay, so is it heading this way? The storm's actually heading towards us. I might pop out again later. Let me grab my bag. there is a chance I might pop out again later. I will keep an eye on the storms. The tide's going out. I don't know if it's going to be low enough to get to my trees, but you know, still have this award-winning shot in the back of my mind. Tonight's definitely not it. There ain't no award-winning shots tonight. But yeah, I always have that in the back of my mind, and lightning over those trees. That's what I need. I really do need lightning over those trees. All right, let's have a look. The sky's doing nothing, so I don't sort of have to plan what the sky's doing. The sky's doing nothing. I don't want my camera pointing that way because then it'll get sprayed with water. Let's just frame this up here. This doesn't look too bad. Actually, I need to be closer. I need to be closer because I need to get that separation between the rock and the foreground. That's not too bad actually. We've got some lines, that's for sure. Okay, let's just slow down that shutter speed a bit. Open up my aperture a bit. So I've kind of got these rocks pointing towards the rock in the middle. Oh, that was close. Remote trigger, this is where I really do need the remote trigger. It's a nice little splashing over here. I'm going to come back a bit. Let me just come back a bit. I need more foreground because the sky really is doing nothing. I don't like all those buildings in my shot. But there's a nice wave. So this is where I do need the wave crashing over the rock to get that waterfall effect, just like that. It's all about timing. The remote trigger would have been nice. Okay, there's a good one. That's what I wanted. That's perfect. No, it's not. That's horrible. That's not good at all. That was... looked good in my mind. It looked really good in my mind, and it was just... Oh, these are just... I don't even know if I want to show people these photos. These are not good at all. Yeah, let's zoom in. Let's try something really different. Let's zoom in. That's this. I need the remote trigger. It's as simple as that. Or almost. That one would have been good. Well, that one might have been okay. No. Oh yeah, I'm really struggling. I am struggling. The sky's doing nothing. I want to be down there. The struggles of landscape photography. I need to work out how to rotate my images. Does anyone know how to get your images to rotate on display? Check rotate stills. How do I rotate them? Menu? No, that just takes me back. Set. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional photographer. Oh, that one might have been okay. Oh, it doesn't stay rotated though. How do I get them to rotate and stay? Set. Can I get them to stay like that? No. I know there is a function that does it. But in the actual settings, look, I'll Google it when I get home. It's a nice wave. Let's get that one. That one was okay. In my brain. Oh, how did that one look? These photos, I'm sorry, but these photos are garbage. These photos are garbage. They're just... yeah, sometimes you look at something on the back of the camera and it just... You think, why am I bothering? I can't... The sky's doing nothing. Yeah, I need to work out how to rotate those images. Let me come and check the chat. Let me chat to people because the photos are just not doing it for me. Oh, it stays rotated. Oh, okay. So I do remember seeing it. I know there's a setting that when you put it into your PC, they auto-rotate. Now this one has rotated in camera. Okay, so it stays... Yeah, I'll work it out. Alright, let me come and check the chat. These photos aren't doing it for me. In fact, I will probably wind it up soon. I'm rage quitting. I'm taking my bat and ball and I'm going home. Yeah, let me see what I missed out on. What did I miss out on? Whatever I missed out, it's got to be better than the photos that I just took. Anyone get the meteor shower? That's, I think, where we were up to. Meteor shower lasts about 3 weeks, Hello, Birdman. Hello, welcome. Meteor shower lasts about 3 weeks. I did hear it lasted a while. Yeah, the last 2 nights were like the prime time to see it. But yeah, it is around for a while. I thought I might have needed a rescue chopper at the tree the other day. That's some deep bog. Yes. It's, yeah, ultimate. Got the first-hand mud. So that was a good day. That was fun. I've got so many photos, Ultimate. I've got so many photos. I don't know where to start. I think I ended up taking about 350 photos and I culled it down to about 240. And most of them were just shooting at 40 frames a second. Far out. I don't want to get into that habit of shooting 40 frames a second. There's too many photos. I don't like going through too many photos. But it did help, I must admit, by shooting in that electronic shutter mode, shooting at 40 frames a second, especially with Tinky, because Tinky, when she runs flat out, there's no way any autofocus in the world is going to keep up with her. It's as simple as that. There's no way any autofocus will keep up with her running at that speed. So by having that 40 frames a second, you get 2 or 3 shots in focus, 3 or 4 out of focus, 2 or 3 in, 3 or 4 out. So yeah, and eventually they're going to work out, the AI will keep up with things moving towards the camera. Birdman, go around to the pier and get the waves against the rock wall. Yeah, tide's on its way out now, so... And it's, yeah, the northerly winds, they're blowing straight in your face. I don't want to get my camera wet just yet. It's still too new. I don't want my new camera getting sprayed in salt water. But yeah, I will definitely do some around at that rock wall on a high tide one day. Oh, the chat's moving. I can't read it. Where was I up to? The shower comes every 12 months. Yeah, we do get, that's a good thing with apps these days too. Oh, here we go. Toolbox icon, scroll to auto rotate. That's the one. PC camera. That's the one. That's the one. Ultimate's onto it. Let me quickly have a look at it. So where was it? Scroll to menu, the toolbox icon, menu, the toolbox icon, auto rotate. There it is there. So on camera PC. It is on. It is on. What is going on? I thought that's what it was, and I've got it on, and they're not... I know they do auto-rotate on the PC when I get home, just on the back of my camera when I preview them. So this is what I mean, like I want them to view like that. That one I rotated in camera, so normally they come up like this. I want it so when I turn my camera that way, it appears like that. So what I had to do was, I had to do it manually. I literally had to go into the menu, and it was just in the playback. So there's that spanner one. What if I just do it on for there? Let me try that. Oh, that's it. I did it. Yes, that's what I want. I want them to appear that way. So then, if they're in portrait mode, let's go back to those portrait style ones. Yeah, that's good. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. See, look how crappy all these photos. Look at all these crappy photos. Oh, they're terrible. They really are. Yes, that's what I wanted. So it was in menu. And it was auto-rotate just for the laptop. Yeah, if I do that one, when I press playback, they look fine this way. So they're all that way. But I want to look at them while I'm holding the camera in portrait mode, if that makes sense. So if I put it on just that one, now when I press play, they're going to appear how I've taken them. They're going to appear on the back of the camera how I've taken them. Alright, that's it. Thank you, Ultimate. I knew it was in there somewhere. But I'm going to wind it up. It is really crappy out here at the moment. I'll go home, check the radar. If I do head out to take some storm photos, I will put something in the Discord probably. I'll keep an eye on the sky. For anyone who's not in the Discord, don't worry, we'll get there eventually. It's still in the testing stages at the moment. We're just I want to just iron out a few things before I open it up to everyone. So we will get a Discord open soon. Then everyone can join in. So yeah, look, that's it. I'm going to wind it up. The sky's doing nothing. It's just grey. It's not looking great. I went out to the tree not long after my eye transplant, and yes, I remember that, Leslie. You got stuck too, didn't you? Yes, yeah. Leslie just had her eyes done, so she could see where she was going. You couldn't see how thick the mud was until you were stuck in it. Yeah, it does get muddy. Look, there's I've found a few pathways through the mud, which is mainly sand. But just, every time we get some storms and the mud comes out of Eli Creek, the waters move all the sand flats around, the mud moves around, the crocodiles stir up all the mud. Yeah, every time you go out there it's different. And you'll notice that in my next video, the next video that I drop, I have this little tree that usually has some really nice reflections in front of it. And even them, I kind of just... I talked it up in the video, but yeah, it wasn't very nice at all. It was mud. It was just mud. So yeah, look, I'm going to wind it up. Short stream tonight. I'm not feeling it. The sky's doing nothing. The waves are doing nothing. It's just, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time taking photos that are going to be crap, basically. So thank you to everyone who did join in. Thanks to everyone who left a like and commented and did everything. So thank you. Tomorrow night, there's a good chance I'll do another live stream tomorrow night. We're back to the southeasterlies tomorrow. High tide is right on sunset. So high tide right on sunset. I have a location where we might be able to get an award-winning shot. We just need the sky to do things. So stay tuned. I am planning another live stream tomorrow night before school holidays and the Christmas holidays really kick in. There's already a few people sort of floating around, so I want to just try and get as many live streams in as I can before the people take over. And yes, so Wednesday afternoon, 5:30 Wednesday afternoon. The Pandamus trees near Spence Street, Point Vernon. So if you're in here watching this video, you have an invite. Anyone who's watching this video has an invite. So come along, say hello. and put some names, put some faces to these names. So Birdman, come along. It's I think there's a few people in here that would like to see you, Birdman. So who else? Because I know most of the girls have all met each other. Most of the girls have met each other. So for anyone who's watching this afterwards, yeah, come along and say hello, show your face. There's going to be no cameras. I'm not going to film it. I'm not going to live stream it. It is just going to be a meet-up, basically. So on that note, I'm going to leave because that wind's just picked up even more. So thank you again. And this time I really will stop talking. But before I go, one more thing.